Did the real estate market flatline in 2025? And could 2026 be the best real estate market the Woodlands has ever seen? As the expert on the Woodlands real estate market, we're gonna talk about that in today's video. We're gonna take a look at the 2025 data, some trends that we saw, how you can position yourself for either the best purchase or the best sale in 2026. If you read anything online, or you probably even saw it in the news, that nationally, this might have been one of the worst years for the real estate market. And when it comes to the Woodlands, that's really not the case. Let's talk data. The data that we're gonna look at happened in 2025. And this data is specifically for homes that are part of the Woodlands Township. This is also single family houses, luxury homes, and townhouses. So basically every piece of real estate that's sold in the Woodlands Township for 2025. The average sales price was $751,000. Now, a unique thing is that the median sales price was $559,000. That could be some of those more townhome volume being at that kind of more affordable price point, pulling that down there. What was unique between average and median is that the list price to sales price ratio is about 98%. What this is telling me is that homes were typically getting the asking price, but then from negotiating repairs or inspection items, they came down about another 2% for maybe the age of the roof or kind of updates that needed to be done. Now, the average days on market was 29 days, and typically it's considered a seller's market if we're under 30, which is exactly what we're seeing right there. The average price per square foot was $238, and again, that's across all types of homes right here in the Woodlands. So that was a lot of data, but what does this actually mean for you? For home sellers, this is really optimistic because despite what you're hearing nationally, there still is a lot of buyer demand. People are still moving here for those core reasons that you and me love the Woodlands. Great schools, low property tax rates, an amazing community like what you see behind me. So there's lots of demand for your home. This also means that with the right pricing strategy, we can see your house move pretty quickly. Now, for home buyers, if you're thinking about moving to the Woodlands in 2026, the first thing is that you actually need to call me. But realistically, this means that there's still gonna be some competition when it comes to looking at homes. Now, we said the average days on market was 29, but the median days on market was actually 14. So within 2 weeks, really an open house and some additional showings, homes were going under contract. Depending on which price point you're gonna be in, this could either get a little bit lower, right, in the $400,000, $500,000, $600,000 price point, that could be 7 days. And in the $1 million price point, 14 days on market is unheard of. That is amazing, right? So these are some really, really good listings. So there are other people out there, despite, again, what you're hearing nationally, nobody's wanting homes, inventory's rising. Like, yes, we are seeing that inventory be a little bit higher, but there still is some competition. So you need to be prepared, you need to know what you want, and you gotta execute kind of quickly. Now, don't click away. The reason we make these videos is because I want to be your real estate resource of choice. Whether you're selling a home in the Woodlands and you want to be guided through an expert process of how we can maximize your value, or you're a buyer wanting to move here, you can scan this QR code on the screen. This is gonna take you to our website where we can just start having a conversation so we can get to know you a little bit better. The best thing you can do whenever you're moving here to maximize either the buying price or the selling price of your home is to start early and be prepared. So let's answer our initial question. Did the Woodlands real estate market flatline in 2025? Not really. We had a nice steady increase. Now, we did see a slight reduction in the average price point of homes that were sold, but we actually saw an increase in the average price per square foot across the Woodlands homes. Now, my prediction for 2026 is actually gonna be the following. We're gonna see an increase in the average sales price. This is because there's lots of those larger luxury homes that have had original owners living in them, right? Back at the Woodlands, Sterling Ridge, this kind of, those areas of Cochran's Crossing with those larger homes. Those homes are gonna now come on the market because those sellers now have grandkids, it's too big of a home, they don't go upstairs anymore. And that is going to increase the average sales price. That more luxury price point is going to become available. And they're still going to sell, right? We have a lot of buyer demand here. There's lots of amazing jobs moving right here to the Woodlands. We consistently are, ranked in the top communities. And with the optimistic outlook of how interest rates are going to possibly be going down in 2026 even further, now those more luxury homes are going to become a little bit more affordable. All that being said, with all these factors, I really do think that 2026 is going to be a really strong year for the Woodlands real estate market. Now, I think the best thing that you can do is go ahead and get prepared. So whether it's me or somebody else, start talking to your realtor. If you're planning a move, we'd obviously love to initiate that conversation with you. So reach out with the information down below. Thanks so much for your time. Subscribe to our YouTube channel so you never miss another video about the Woodlands real estate market, and we'll see you on the next video.